The air is thick with the scent of gunpowder and smoke, a bitter reminder of the conflicts that had raged across the land for decades. Sun Yat-sen, standing in the midst of a tumultuous battlefield, felt the heat of the sun beating down on him, its rays cutting through the haze of dust and chaos. The clamor of clashing swords, the roar of cannon fire, and the desperate cries of men filled his ears, creating a cacophony that heightened his senses. In that moment, as victory hung in the balance, he looked out across the landscape of fallen soldiers and worn banners, each marking a story of sacrifice. The ground beneath his feet was uneven, littered with remnants of the past, and the smell of damp earth mingled with the acrid fumes of battle. He could feel the weight of responsibility pressing down on him, heavy as the sword at his side. "Today, we fight not just for ourselves, but for the future of our people," he shouted, his voice piercing through the chaos. The sun was setting, casting an orange glow over the battlefield, illuminating his determined face. "Let this be the day we rise from the ashes of tyranny and forge a new dawn for China." As he rallied his troops, the air crackled with anticipation. Hope ignited within each soldier, and the sound of their unified battle cry reverberated like thunder across the valley. Though the outcome was uncertain, Sun Yat-sen was resolute. He was not merely fighting for an ideal, he was fighting to resurrect a nation that had been shackled by the weight of imperial rule for centuries. Sun Yat-sen was born on November 12, 1866, in the small village of Cuihan, in Guangdong province. It was a time when China was facing immense strife. The Qing dynasty was in decline, plagued by corruption and widespread suffering among the populace. Sun's family struggled to make ends meet, often reduced to poverty as they faced the oppressive weight of taxes and imperial demands. His father, a farmer, had dreams that seemed perpetually out of reach, his face weathered by the harsh sun and hard labor. Meanwhile, his mother's gentle hands were roughened by toil, yet she still managed to cook meals that filled their cramped home with the comforting aroma of rice and vegetables. The sound of her stirring the pot accompanied the rhythmic whir of a spinning wheel, a stark contrast to the emotional turmoil that engulfed their household. In this environment, young Sun found solace in education, but it was never without its challenges. He struggled with feelings of inadequacy, embarrassed by his family's financial situation, and that shame transformed into a burning desire for change. "How can I achieve greatness when my roots are so deeply embedded in hardship?" he often pondered, his heart heavy with the weight of expectation. His childhood was punctuated by various adversities, including the loss of loved ones to disease and poverty. Each event carved deep wounds in his heart, instilling a sense of urgency within him. As a young adult, Sun traveled to Honolulu, Hawaii, to join his brother, and it was here that his political consciousness began to flourish. Yet, with dreams of change came the realities of harsh failures. He initially struggled to articulate his vision for a new China, often feeling lost in the complexities of political thought and ideology. His first political endeavor, the revived China Society, was met with skepticism and ridicule. The weight of rejection seemed suffocating, each failure a reminder of his limitations. "What if I am destined for nothing more than obscurity?" he contemplated one cold and rainy evening, the sound of raindrops pattering against the window echoing his doubts. The turning point came when he faced a moment of despair, after a failed assassination attempt on a Qing official that he had orchestrated. The plan crumbled, leading to numerous arrests and his eventual flight from his homeland. "I had everything in my hands, and yet I lost it all," he lamented, his voice low and defeated. But that moment of darkness ignited a fire within him, a realization that perseverance was essential for change. Sun Yat-sen's defining moment of strategic brilliance emerged during the tumultuous years leading up to the revolution. His profound understanding of the political landscape and his tactical ingenuity came into play with the formation of a revolutionary alliance in 1905, known as the Tongmenghui, or the Chinese Revolutionary Alliance. Sun had a vision that extended beyond mere rebellion. He advocated for a systematic approach to overthrowing the Qing dynasty. He understood that armed conflict alone would not suffice, political education was crucial. "We must awaken our people, not merely with swords but with knowledge and unity," he urged his comrades, his eyes blazing with conviction. In 1911, the Wuchang Uprising was the culmination of Sun's meticulous planning. He recognized the importance of timing and collaboration among disparate revolutionary factions. The rebels coordinated a strike on the Qing military, drawing upon local support. Sun Yat-sen's strategic genius lay in his ability to inspire unity among the revolutionaries, transcending local affiliations to create a national movement. "This is our moment," he declared as he stood on a makeshift stage, rallying the crowds. "We rise not just for ourselves, but for the generations that will come." As the uprising spread, cities erupted in rebellion, and Sun's vision became a tangible reality. The revolutionary fervor caught fire across China, illuminating the path toward a republic. The climax of Sun Yat-sen's revolutionary journey culminated during the autumn of 1911, in the heart of Wuhan. As the rebellion unfolded, the tension was palpable. Soldiers and civilians alike took to the streets, their hearts pounding in sync with the rhythm of revolution. The sharp crack of rifles pierced the air, followed by the thud of bodies hitting the ground, a grim reminder of the cost of liberty. Sun had arrived in Wuhan just days after the uprising commenced, his presence a beacon of hope amid chaos. He stood at the center of a gathering crowd, the scent of gunpowder mingling with the smoke of fires burning in the distance. "This battle is not just ours, but for all who seek freedom," he proclaimed, his voice resonating with authority. The crowd erupted in cheers, the sound a harmonious blend of defiance and hope. Yet the battle was far from won. The Qing military fought fiercely to retain control, streets echoing with the clash of steel and the cries of the wounded. In the heart of the chaos, Sun encountered a young soldier, his face stained with grime and fear. "Is this truly for a better future?" the soldier asked, trembling as he clutched his weapon. Sun knelt beside him, the dust swirling around them. "Yes, it is. Every sacrifice we make brings us closer to our dream," he replied, the warmth of his words mingling with the chill of uncertainty. As dusk fell, the tides of battle began to shift. The unity that Sun had inspired turned the tide, and the Qing forces were met with resolute determination. The clash echoed through the night, a symphony of bravery and resilience. The city of Wuhan was alive with the sound of revolution, and Sun Yat-sen stood at its heart, a symbol of hope and change. However, triumph was never guaranteed. Just as the revolutionary fervor seemed unstoppable, political fractures began to emerge. Different factions within the revolutionary movement were vying for power, each with their own vision of China's future. In 1912, after the abdication of the last Qing emperor, Sun was named the provisional president of the new Republic of China. Yet, the joy of this achievement was short-lived. Rival factions within the new government and military leaders, particularly Yuan Shikai, began to undermine his authority. "Why must we fight among ourselves when we have fought so hard for this moment?" Sun lamented during a meeting with his allies, his hands gripping the edge of the table, knuckles white with tension. The atmosphere was thick with discord, and uncertainty loomed like a dark cloud over their newly founded republic. As Yuan Shikai consolidated power, tensions escalated. Sun Yat-sen's vision was fundamentally at odds with Yuan's authoritarian inclinations. Attempts at negotiation and unity often ended in disappointment, leading to feelings of betrayal and isolation. "You cannot build a republic on the ashes of tyranny," Sun warned, his voice tinged with desperation. The struggle for power within the government culminated in further conflicts, deepening the fissures in the revolutionary movement. Sun's dream of a unified and democratic China seemed to slip further from his grasp as warlords seized control over vast territories, each claiming allegiance in a landscape increasingly riddled with chaos. Despite the turmoil, Sun Yat-sen's legacy persisted beyond the trials he faced. He became not only a symbol of the Republican movement but also a teacher of political thought. His principles of nationalism, democracy, and people's livelihood continue to inspire generations. He once said, "A revolution is not a bed of roses. It is a struggle between the future and the past." This encapsulated his belief in the power of perseverance. Sun's life serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of leadership and the relentless pursuit of ideals. His vision of a modern China, free from foreign domination and internal strife, became the foundation of future political movements, shaping the course of Chinese history. As the wind rustled through the trees, it seemed to carry his message forward: real change is born of hardship, and true strength lies in unyielding resolve. Sun Yat-sen passed away on March 12, 1925, but his legacy lives on in the hearts of millions. His life story is a powerful testament to the human spirit, a journey marked by resilience, aspiration, and the ceaseless quest for a better world. Each footstep he took on the path of revolution reflects a broader narrative of hope and determination, echoing through the annals of history, guiding future generations toward the ideals of democracy and unity. In the end, Sun Yat-sen's journey teaches us that the fight for a better future requires not just vision but unwavering commitment. His life was a testament to the power of ideas and the enduring impact of those willing